Shalom, shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, our God, our God, our God. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great stone, and salutations to all you sincere tenor through this gospel in all righteousness and all sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. And once again, the Hebrew Israelites coming in week in and week out to bring out the 100% truth of the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh, Ba'asham Rachat, Badash Yahweh, being the true name of the Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the God which the scriptures speak of. And of course, it's only begotten Son, right? Our Lord Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly and willfully calls Jesus Christ, and the Rachat Badash, which is the Holy Spirit. Yeah, so we're out here once again, and today is the 3rd of December 2023. The hopeful year that we hope that all the prophecies that are within the scriptures will come to pass. So let me December 3rd, 2023. Once again, the hopeful year that we hope that all the prophecies contained in the scriptures will come to pass. This is the last month according to Edom's calendar, but that's beside the point. I actually wanted to speak on some things I was looking into this morning before I came out here, okay, which is going into, once again, the situation between Israel and Hamas. And just like it's written in the book of Second Peter, the 3rd chapter, and I think we'll start from there. Right, let me go to the book of Second Peter, the 3rd chapter, because it's actually relevant to what I want to talk about. So let's start from Second Peter, the 3rd chapter, and then progress. Right, let's start from here. Second Peter 3, verse 3, and it reads, um, yeah, Second Peter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, and they shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. And a lot of people will say that, oh well, the thing that's going on right now between Israel and Palestine, or Israel and Hamas, is nothing new. It's been happening for what is it now, 20, not 20, but since the 1948. That's a little over, close to like what is it now, 70 or so years. So it's been happening for over 70 years now. Yes, over 70 years, maybe 73 or 74 years. I think 75 years now. So what is the big issue, right? But things are now looking different, because what was going on, or what was happening between Israel and Palestine all the way in 1945 until now is different from what is currently going on right now. First and foremost, you have Israel actively declaring war against Palestine, and even going as far as to silence anybody that is trying to speak against um, the state of Israel, right? What you're seeing happening right now is Esau Edom is finally bearing their fangs, because these devils have been exposed. That's why I read this precept, because if you're not vigilant, if you're not watchful, you're thinking that, oh well, things are just happening the same way they are, that nothing is progressing. But the truth of the matter is that prophecy is speedily progressing, okay? World War III is getting closer and closer. And with World War III getting closer and closer, because that threat of World War III, right, is what Esau Edom will use as an excuse to push the MOTB. That's why you are seeing, World War III happening before the MOTB. That's why you're seeing World War III looking like it's closer than the MOTB, right? Or looking like it's closer than the the outcrack of the beast being mandated, because World War III, right? The threat of that World War III is what Esau Edom would use to push the MOTV. You know, the same way that it was the threat of the CV 119 that he used to push the what. So basically, what Esau Edom is looking for is the perfect crisis in order to push the MOTB, because it's ready to be pushed globally on the earth. Of course, it's not actually fully ready, but these devils don't care about that. They are seeing that they don't have enough time to actually do that, because all these prophecies are coming to pass before them. And even they are even the scriptures. Sorry, okay, hold on. I'm going a little too fast. I'm going a little too fast. Let me stay on one topic. I'm trying to jump from one topic to the other. But as I was saying, right, and let's go to that. Let's jump to that Revelation 12, verse 12. You know, let me jump to that. Right, Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And Esau Edom is seeing everything that is happening on the earth, and they realize that they don't have much time left in order to push this their NWO, right, the great reset, right, in order to cement their rulership. Because even Esau Edom, and I always say this, right, going back to the book of Joel, the third chapter, at the most time Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will send visions, right? Your old men shall, your old men shall have visions, your young men shall dream dreams. Even Esau Edom, they are seeing visions of their own destruction, visions of the return of our Lord Yahweh. Because you see Jake, right? Even Jake, to tell Jake in the world, brothers are in this truth, right? Their wives, their children, they see visions of the coming of our Lord Yahweh. Well, Esau Edom, it was the same thing with Esau Edom, right? The elite of Esau Edom, especially, that know about this truth. Tell you, Vocab Malone, Vocab has seen some visions of the return of our Lord Yahweh. But of course, they never actually vocalize these things, because, you know, they don't want people to know what the truth is. But I know for a fact, this is, of course, just speaking as a man, the elite of Esau Edom, they're having nightmares, right, about our Lord Yahweh's return, about the chariots coming and our people being delivered, about them being put into slavery. Because to us, that's just a vision of the future. But to them, it's just a nightmare for their, a omen for their own destruction. Because that's exactly what is going to come upon them. Okay, and that's why you see these different bills and laws being signed, and all these politicians in Babylon the Great in support of the state of Israel right now, right? Because what they are trying to do is they're trying to keep themselves in power. And we know that these small hearts are the chief house of Esau Edom. That's why the scriptures say. And this is another Bible prophecy again. That the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay, and that just mean and I know we know that the scriptures is manifold, right? So let me just quickly go to that. I know that the scriptures is manifold, but it also shows you that it's Amalek, right? The Amalekite, the small heart that are going to expose Esau Edom as the devil. So this is the book of Jeremiah 40, Jeremiah 50, verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh, that he hath spoken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Right, and that is a sign of the nuclear, and that is a prophecy going into the nuclear destruction of Babylon the Great. But more importantly, what I'm focusing on is the first part that we read. Isaiah, sorry, Jeremiah 50, verse 45, which it says, which it says, the least of the flock shall draw them out, which is of course Amalek. And what that means is that even it is through Amalek, it is through the actions, okay, let me stop saying Amalek in case, but it's through the actions of the small heart that Esau, Edom as a nation is being exposed. Now you are seeing that, these Edomites really, all these Edomite nations, they are fully in support of everything that, the small heart do. Okay, and we know that everything that they are doing it in wickedness. So it's not even to say whether good or evil because it's all evil. Okay, so all the wickedness that these small hearts are doing, against our people, right? Because it's funny how that works, right? It's funny how that works. Here it is, the small hearts are beefing with Palestine, and the Amal really they are beefing with Ishmael. The Arab, whether it's Palestine, Saudi Arabia, Iran, which is of course and the Persians, but you know, which is of course and the Persians, all of the nations, I think Qatar too, right? But yes, they still have a problem with our people. Okay, they still have they still have a problem with Jake. That's all the way on the other side of on the other side of the world, calling us another threat to the state of Israel. Okay, and right now that's showing you that not only are these devils just against all the nations, like, oppressing the heathen, but even while they are oppressing the heathen, right, they are also putting hell on our people too. And they showed you the hatred that Esau Edom, right, beginning with the small hearts have against our people. And now the whole world is waking up to the wickedness of not just the small hearts, but Esau Edom, right? The Edomites that are supporting them. Because what is happening right now is that Esau Edom is being exposed, being drawn out by, the small hearts and their actions, right? Because now you can't just say, oh well, it's only the small hearts that are doing this, it's only the small hearts that are, oppressing Palestine, it's only the small hearts that are okay to blame or responsible for this conflict. There's also, America, Babylon the Great, that's supporting them with weapons, right? There's Australia that was sending troops there not too long ago. All these Western nations, they are supporting the small hearts in their conflict, okay, in order to further take control of the Holy Land. And that's, I think that at this point, brothers should understand the significance of having control over the Holy Land, right? Because there's a reason why, Esau, Edom, and the small hearts are so adamant about taking control over, that land. There's a reason why they're trying to push um, the Palestinians out of the land because of, because it's the Holy Land, right? It's the let me just get that precept. It's the land that the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua give unto our people for an inheritance. You know, let me see that those are the precepts that are going into that. But let me see whether I can find a good one. Let's look at it. Okay. Man, I'm trying to find the best precept to do it. Let me just going something else. Okay. Let me just get any precept. Let me just get any precept because what I'm talking about is what the scriptures say. What the scriptures say. The Holy Land is a land of milk and honey, right? So let me get Exodus 13. Hold on, so no, not Exodus 13. Hold on. Exodus 33. Okay. Exodus 33 verse 1. And Yahweh said unto Moses, depart and go up hence, thou and the people which thou hast brought up of the land of Egypt, unto the land which I swore unto Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, unto thy seed will I give it. Right, so the Holy Land was promised to our people. Okay, the nation of Israel, the sons of Jacob, you know, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay, or the sons of the tribes of Israel through Jacob, the line of Jacob. So now Exodus 33 verse 2. And I will send an angel before thee, and I will drive out the Canaanites, the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, the Jebusites. That's basically all the heathen that was living in that land during that time. So the all the different cities of the Canaanites. So now Exodus 33 verse 3. Unto a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in the midst of thee, for thou art a stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee in the way. And this is in the revelation to get about this, but that's just the point right there. That land was meant for our people because of how fertile. Okay, it is a very good land to live in, right? And that's also and that is not just in the scriptures. Even speaking about geopolitics, right? In a geographical sense, that is a very very strategic location because of where it is placed in the West Asia, right? No, that region, that region as a whole, that's why they call it the Fertile Crescent, right? The Levant, because that region as a whole, it connects to all the other parts of the world, whether it's Asia, right, Europe, even Africa as well. And that is really the center, right? That's really that's really the center of the Earth is, right? That land, that Middle East, that Fertile Crescent region, okay. Because right now it connects to all the other parts of the world. And you can even use that route, right? There's a whole current that will lead you to Babylon the Great. Okay, making it easy for you to even travel to that region as to travel to all the way over to Babylon the Great as well. Right? So that's the reason why you see these small hearts. They want to take control over that land. They want the chief parts of the earth, right? They want all the fatness of the earth for themselves. Because the land of Israel, right? Land of milk, land flowing with milk and honey. Let me also get this next precept. Okay, that's what I was saying, right? And because each of them is joining the fatness of the earth, he has control over, right, the holy land right now, right, the state of the land of Israel, and he wants to take full possession over that land, which is why not only is he coming against Palestine, right, it's also coming against our people, which are the true Israelites according to the scriptures and the true owners of that land, right? So it's going to right. So that is just now to get another preset. Hold on. There's a preset that also popped into my mind. There's two actually, but let me start with the one I just thought of right now because we are in those times. Okay, yeah, we are in that time right now. Let me not see we are in that time right now. So that should be second Ezra, the 16th chapter. Going all the way to the 76th, I believe. Yes, there it is. Second Ezra 16, verse 68, and it reads, For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And this is going back to how our people fell out of this truth, how our people became, you know, they became Hellenos. They were put to that Gentile state of mind where you had Esau, Edom, right? Where all of oppressing our people caused them to leave their own customs and pick up, right, the British customs. Going back to the book of the first Maccabees, where many of our people consented to the ways of the king of Greece at the time. And let me go to that as well. Just so that you can get what I'm talking about. So this is the book of First Maccabees 1, verse 11. First Maccabees 1, verse 11. In those days went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward hearing that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen. So that shows you that even our people, they were that some of our people even purposely left the Israelite customs and went to that Gentile mindset, you know, adopted the ways of the heathen, specifically the ways of the Greeks, right? So now going back to the book of Second Ezra 16, and that's what this is talking about. And to this day, our people are still in that same mindset where they have where they have forsaken and left the ways of the Most High, Yahweh Bashani Awashai, and now following after the ways of the heathen. That's why you see our people all involved in the black unconscious, right? Because that's the major thing that our people are in right now, right? Where you have Jake thinking that, oh, they're now deep, they've gotten on a level of understanding where they don't need the so-called white man anymore. That shows you your ignorance right there. And you call Esau Edom the white man when there is nothing white about Esau Edom because they are red. Their blood shows forth through their skin. You know, if you had any understanding, you would know that where they want to be, because really you don't have too many jakes that are into waki-taki plantation Christianity anymore. Most of them are into this black unconscious thing right now, whether it's Kemet or that going out voodoo and all these Pan-African Afrocentric beliefs and doctrines. Okay, then you have jakes that is into waki-taki plantation Christianity, and even have some jakes that are into that are following the small heart, like Stoudemire, and he isn't the only one. Even in Nigeria, right, you have a lot of jakes that are practicing that Judaism. What the small hearts are doing, reading out of the but I don't really know whether they read out of the I don't really know whether they read out of the Talmud or the Torah, because I can't really say, right? Because you don't have too many, those kind of small hearts in Nigeria. I think they mostly just read out of the Torah. It shows you that at the end of the day, as the scriptures say, they have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Because even if they are following the doctrine of the small heart, they won't follow the wicked books that the small hearts use, which is the Talmud and the Kabbalah. And right now, this is a beautiful time to be alive, because there was a time where you had so many people, everybody was supporting these small hearts, man, but now everybody is seeing the wickedness of the small hearts, okay? The who's 1948ers. And pretty soon, with these people, with what they are seeing right now, all of their crimes will be exposed, including what they have written in these books, man. Because now more people are going to be looking into these small hearts and looking into what they believe and their history and everything about them, and eventually what is written in the Talmud, what's written in the Kabbalah about you people, especially you Jakes, and about how they deal with children, right? You are going to see all that. It's all going to be exposed. Really, we are in the time where Esau Edom is being exposed. That's what has been happening all throughout this year, and that's the Bible prophecy that happened right before your eyes as written. Then shall that wicked be revealed, right? Whom the Most High shall destroy with the spirit of his mouth and the brightness of his coming. Even him whose work, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, is all lying wonders and deceivable. That is just Esau Edom, read like a book. That precept right there, and that precept right there, anybody that reads it will be reminded of Esau Edom, the so-called red man, because all those qualities, it's Esau Edom that has all those qualities. He is the wicked, because he's the one that is responsible for, he's the one that has He is the wicked because of all the crimes that he has done on the earth and all the wickedness that he has done on the earth against the nations, and most especially because it has to be separated, because the wickedness that Esau Edom has done against the nations and against Jake is completely different. Because the wickedness that Esau Edom, right, all the evil that this devil has done against our people, you Israelites, okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, all right, is completely different from how Esau Edom treats the heathen. Even the scripture tells you that nobody has been oppressed like our people, and really that's the truth, right? And a good way to know is just simply the causes. You're just simply reading through the causes and seeing how many nations, right, those causes fit, and it all goes into and all fits our people. And when you read through those causes, you realize that we really went against the Most High Jehovah Hashem Yoshai, and that's the reason why all those things happen to us, because really when Jake is really going through it on this side, and of course all that hell that we're catching is deserved, okay, because of disobedience. You see what this disobedience has done to our people. Well, it's like I not listen to disobedience, but see what disobedience has done to our people. So now continuing on. Second Ezra 16, verse 68, verse 69, Slovakia. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh. And they are not ignorant of the fact that we are going to be persecuted on this side, especially for believing in the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Of course, they will start with the sincere brothers, of course. And this is really going to happen during Jacob's trouble. And really it's going to, go into full force during when the MOTB starts to be mandated. Anybody that speaks against the MOTB, because we are going to have to speak against it, because it's literally required by law. Even when you're talking about some, actively coming against people that are speaking against the MOTB with the threat of imprisonment or death, brothers are still going to be out there speaking against it, because that's what we're meant to be doing until the famine of the world comes, okay? I have no idea shit is on. But anyway, let's continue reading. And they'll come against the brothers. That's why you see they'll come against the men of the Lord. That's why in the book of but Revelation 2 verse 10, it tells you that fear none of those things that shall come upon you, right? Those let me just go to that. Let me just go to that. Revelation 2 verse 10. So this is the book of Revelation 2 verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. Right, because that time is coming in which our people, are going to be in the men of the Lord are going to be put into concentration camps, FEMA camps, right? Or even just straight up beheaded, because you still have men on this side that will have to be put to death, all right? Be martyred. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but be martyred for this truth. So now continuing on, that's not even the whole thing right there. Second Ezra 16, verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. And that is really what all that is for. Why has the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua allowed Esau Edom to come against the elect? He has allowed him to come against our people. Really, so that, it's a trial to show who is sincere, who is really for the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who will be righteous and faithful unto their death, stand with the Heavenly Father unto death, okay? At the risk of death, bringing to give everything that you have, right? Let me also get that precept. Being that you are willing to give, hold on, okay, being that you are willing to give everything that you have for this truth, including your life. And the scripture says that you love when you're let me look at these precepts. That you don't love your life, right? But this is the book of John 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. Right? You have to hate the life they are living in this kingdom. And there is a lot of reasons which you should, why you should hate the life that you are living in this kingdom. Aside from the fact that we as a people are at the bottom, right? We as a people are under the oppression of Esau Edom. Let me get that precept. Let me get a precept. Let me just get a precept very quickly. Just to go into this, second, that should be second class, either 6 or 9. Yeah, here it is. So this is the book of Second Ezra 6, verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Right now is of course going into, our people compared to the heathen, right? That's all the multitude of the heathen, all the other nations comparable to our people is nothing, okay? Like spittle, and let me continue, because if I want to, anything I want to say now, I'll just quote what is in the next few chapters, right? Because now Esdras is wondering, because you say we are the apple of your eye, right? That's in the book of Amos. You say that we are a peculiar people unto you. I believe that is Deuteronomy 14, where the Most High said that, he shall make us to be. Let me just get that. Let me just get that. You know that we are the supposed to be the chosen, right? So let me just get quickly. Let me write Deuteronomy 14. Let me quickly read that part, okay? So now, second Ezra 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, that has said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. Right, so that's why you see a lot of our jakes, a lot of our people, right, are messed up about that. How is it possible that, we are the beloved of the Most High, but look at the oppression that we are going through. Look at how we are suffering on the earth, and how is it possible that Esau Edom, as wicked as they are, right, because the wicked has been revealed, already. You are seeing so many of our people that have been exposed to Esau Edom's wickedness. Now the next question they are wondering is, even though Esau Edom is the wicked, why are they so prosperous? And why is that our people that are just their perpetual victims are still being victimized to this day? Well, of course, there are reasons for that. And different videos have been done by the men of the Lord, right, for the reason for that. Okay? And now I wanted to go and get the precepts that are going into how the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahweh has chosen our people. But let me just read some of them. Deuteronomy 14, verse 1. Ye are the children of Yahweh your power. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and the Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all nations that are upon the earth. So we are the chosen people of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and we are accounted as the children of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So even here, Ezra is asking the same question. You know, we are this special, we are this beloved by you. So why are we still going through all this? Why is it that the wicked, right? Because during Ezra's time, this is Ezra we're talking about, right? It was the Persians that was in power, and even though Ezra, right, he had a good position among the Medo-Persians, right? He was one of the advisors of I forget which king it was, whether it was Darius or so, one of those kings of Persia. But still, our people were still at the bottom, even during the Persian Empire, right? They were still in captivity. All the other nations were doing far better than them. And even though, during this time, right, Ezra was back in the world, during this time, Ezra was back in the Holy Land. They were trying to rebuild the temple. But even the fact that the temple was destroyed the first time was already a great shame for our people. To the point where, we were wicked to the extent that the Most High has to destroy his own temple just to punish our people. Okay? Let's continue on. Second Ezra 6, verse 59. If the world now be for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? And of course, Ezra already knew the answer to this, okay? you know. But even if you know the answer to something, right? That's just how it is there in the flesh. Even if you know the answer to something, even if you know why something is happening, you are still going to complain, and you are still going to complain about it. You're still going to be get messed up about it, right? Of course, we understand the reason why our people are in captivity, but that doesn't make the hell that we are going through feel any better. We know that we're supposed to be persecuted. We know we're supposed to catch hell in this truth, but that doesn't make it easy. That doesn't make what we're going to go through easier, and that doesn't mean that oh, we're not going to be able to say, oh, I want you to be expected and just go through it. It's still going to be tough to deal with, right? Which is why we needed that. We need our Lord our child to send a comforter to us, right? Which is why our Lord our child had to send the comforter, which is the word, to us in order to keep our spirits up. We are going through when we are going through all the things that we are going through, then we are going through the hell, we are going through the and catching the hell that we are catching in this kingdom. It's not an easy. And it's just ridiculous because anything that we're going through right now is not even going to be comparable to when Jacob's trouble hits. So it's going to then so that's anyway that's really shall we be of the elect so that we can be delivered, because imagine going through all this and let's not even imagine that. Anyway, this is the book of as I was saying, this is the book of John 15, and I want to start from okay, John 15 verse 18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you are of the world would love its own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his master. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Alright, so that um captivity, the hell they are going to catch on this side, for being men of the Lord, right? For following our Lord Yahweh Shai is expected. Okay, but the main point right here is this jumping down, John 15, verse 26. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me. And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the very beginning. Right. And that shows you, access of going into reincarnation. And it shows that the elect, right, the men of the Lord, are being with Allah Yahweh, because they were the first, they wanted the first spirit, okay, the 144,000, so like, yeah, the 144,000 being the first spirits created of the most high to his son Yahweh. Okay, but the main point there being the comforter, the spirit of truth is being, is in us in order to make us to endure all these things, okay? That's why the scripture says, I can do all things through the Most High who strengthens me. But the Holy Spirit is what makes us to endure all these things, the captivity and the hell that we're catching on this side. And it's not easy, man. But through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we shall overcome. That kind of thing. And that isn't really in the sense of, the black unconscious, right? But it's more in the sense of, we have the Heavenly Father on our side, because even the scriptures tells you that if the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, before us, who can be against us? Okay, so yeah, I read that. Going into Second Ezra, the sixth chapter, and that shows you that we are the true rulers of the earth. Okay, I love my train of thought about what I wanted to go into before, but let's just leave it at that. Let's just go into something else, because even though through the times that we're in right now, a lot of people, a lot of things are happening on the earth. Okay, and like I was saying, okay, I'm stammering. Like I was saying, a lot of things are happening on the earth. Just trying to land on one to talk about. But really, what I wanted to go into was, what the scriptures say. That's something that something that is happening everywhere on earth. Where it says that, and that's Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, right? Because of the times that we're in right now, where you have wickedness, as it is written, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Basically, you have wickedness being promoted, being pushed on the earth, right? And let me get that precept, where they are calling evil good and calling good evil. As written, one thing I call it, Isaiah 5, verse 20. Woe unto them, Isaiah 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Right, so that's what you have in this kingdom, where even the scripture tells you that Esau, in his rulership, he has turned everything upside down, right? He has subverted the ordinances, the covenants, you know, because they have, let me look at that precept. Let me look at that precept. That should be Isaiah 24, where the earth is defiled by the inhabitants thereof. Isaiah 24, verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. Right? And because Esau Edom has, turned everything upside down concerning how the Most High, how about Hashem Yahushua set up this kingdom. That's why you see this world in the state that it is in. Okay? Where evil is being touted as being good, where good is being seen as evil, right? Which is of course righteousness, and that is why once again the men of the Lord are being persecuted in this kingdom. Because if you are of the world would love its own, right? Right. So let me end it right there. So once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, our channel, our tribe, our family, our cast, for that. Wa abad babal, shalom. What about you,